Welcome, language learners from all around the globe, to Listen Up, the podcast that takes you on a captivating voyage through the English language. Whether you've just started your journey or have been navigating the intricacies of English for some time, this podcast is designed to be your trusty compass, guiding you towards fluency and unlocking the wonders of English. I'm your host, Karen, a passionate traveller and an experienced teacher of English as a second language. Join me as we embark on an exciting expedition filled with British history read by a native speaker. Together, we'll conquer the challenges and celebrate the victories of learning English as a foreign language. Each episode of Listen Up will immerse you in a variety of topics, from aspects of British culture, history, and literature. We'll explore useful vocabulary that will empower you to communicate confidently in English. If you want to read along with the podcast, head to my website www.onepawinthesand.com/ESL. The link is in the description. But this podcast isn't just about learning English in isolation. It's about building a community of language learners, supporting one another, and fostering a love of the English language. I encourage you to engage with us through my Patreon page, where you can connect with fellow learners, ask questions, and share your own language journey. So, whether you're sipping tea in Tokyo, walking the streets in Sao Paulo, or studying in a bustling cafe in Berlin, Listen Up is here to accompany you on your quest for English fluency. Join me as we embark on this transformative expedition, where language becomes an adventure and your dreams of effective communication become a reality. Today's episode is called First Free Library. Libraries have a long history, and they've helped people learn and share information for a very long time. In 1852, something special happened in Manchester, a city in England. They opened a new kind of library that let people borrow books for free. This was exciting because it gave everyone, no matter how much money they had, a chance to learn and enjoy books. At that time, things were changing a lot in Britain. We were going through something called the Industrial Revolution, which meant that people were making a lot of things in factories. Manchester was growing fast, and more people were living there. People wanted to learn and get better jobs, so they needed books. A man named Sir William Browne had a big idea. He thought that books shouldn't be kept locked away for only rich people to read. He believed that everyone, no matter who they were, should be able to read books for free. His idea was to create a special place where anyone could borrow books, no matter how much money they had. This was a very new and inspiring idea. Sir William Browne worked with others who thought like him. They started the Manchester Free Library in 1846, opening it on this day, the 6th of September. It became the first free lending library in all of Britain. This library was first located in a place called the Mechanics' Institute, and people loved it. It became a popular place for people to go and read, learn, and improve themselves. As more and more people wanted to borrow books, they needed a bigger and better building. So in 1861, they started building a beautiful new library called the Browne Library, named after Sir William Browne. An architect named Sir Alfred Waterhouse designed it, and it became a symbol of Manchester's dedication to education and learning. The opening of this free lending library in Manchester was a very important moment in the history of libraries. It showed that education should be available to everyone, not just a few rich people. This idea of free public libraries started to spread to other cities in Britain, and soon, many places had their own libraries where people could borrow books for free. Today, libraries are still very important. They are places where people can go to learn, read, and explore new ideas. The legacy of Manchester's first free lending library lives on in libraries all around the world. Each library is a reminder of people like Sir William Browne, who believed that knowledge should be accessible to everyone. And that wraps up another episode of Listen Up. I hope you enjoyed learning about my topic today and practicing your English. Remember, the exploration doesn't have to end here. If you have any lingering questions or want to continue the conversation, I've got some great opportunities for you. First off, I offer private lessons for those of you eager to expand your knowledge further, whether it's practicing today's subject or exploring other topics. I'm here to guide you on your English journey. Reach out to me through my website or social media platforms, and let's embark on a personalised learning experience together. I have been involved with training people for more than 10 years. I've been teaching English as a second language for over a year, in which time I have taught over 500 students, many of whom are regulars. But wait, there's more. If you're a devoted fan of Listen Up and want to show your support, consider joining our Patreon community. Your contribution directly helps us bring you more episodes and maintain the quality of our show. Your support truly means the world to me, and we couldn't continue this podcast without you. So whether you choose private lessons or Patreon, or both, I look forward to staying connected and exploring the fascinating realms of English as a second language together. Thank you once again for joining us on Listen Up. Until next time, keep practicing.